Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Krieger. This is Alpha Bravo, and today we've got the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, and this guy looks great. Now, I've started him off on the stage that he comes with because the stage is actually big enough that you could actually get some good framed shots in on him and not really see over the stage, so that's really cool. Most of the time, the stage is comes up to here on him, so it's really hard to get decent framed shots on him. But this one, since he's a smaller figure, but he came in a big box, he came in a big stage, so the stage is actually useful. So that's really neat, and that's the Battle of Autobot City that back there. I'll turn off my key light so you can see that. And you see all the aftermath, the area where Prime drives up through, which with the stage is only about 4 inches long. You're going to have a hard time getting Prime in the trailer up there, but it's the thought that counts. Anyway. Let's put that back. We'll take that out for now. And take a look at this Prime. Come down a little bit. This guy looks good. I mean, all these hand articulation here. Now the thumb doesn't articulate, so you can still keep the 5mm hole in there for all the standard weapons. The fingers, these three are tied together. This one is independent, so you can get a pointing finger out of it, or trigger finger, whichever you want. He looks pretty good doing 360. He does have a bit of a backpack, but I'm not too mad at it. And just overall, I mean, no gaps. Everything is just solid. I mean, the only thing I complain about is that these kind of swivel around, but, well, yeah, it's all right. I was used to it with the original Optimus Prime. I can deal with it here. Now, one of the really cool things I noticed that even though they did the full anime coloring, that took out a lot of the details and stuff, the details are still in the mold. So even down here on his legs, the details are still in the mold of what used to be stickers or what we'd see as details in other toys. The details are still in the mold, but from the far away, it looks just like the cartoon. That's just a really nice touch that they put on it. The other thing is, let's look at that head sculpt right there. We'll come up here. Now, this is an awesome head sculpt, and these antennas do move independently, and that's more for transformation, but it's still pretty neat. One thing that's been my biggest complaint about most of our modern Optimi, I'll bring in Earthrise so you kind of see it. The gray never came up to the eyes. They only put the silver or gray on the faceplate. They didn't put it around the eyes, but with the Studio Series, you actually got it all around the eyes, and it looks like the animation model. So that is a huge, huge thing for me that makes it look like the cartoon. So he comes off looking like he stepped right off the pages. And to me, this is a mini masterpiece. I mean, this is like MP44 just downsized. I mean, I don't own MP44, but still neat. It has all the articulation you need. Got kind of a butterfly joint there. You got hip skirts you got to flip up to be able to get all your full motion with your legs. But man, everything is there. Got the unpop for the ankle tilt, and you got almost extreme ankle tilt. Still enough to go see a doctor if that happens to you. But yeah, I'm just really excited about this. This is probably the best looking Optimus Prime we've gotten in a long time. Get that butterfly joint back in place. And since this is a mini masterpiece, we'll take another look at another mini masterpiece, the KBB MP10V. Pulled him off the shelf just so you can see. We've gone from MP10 to MP44, so whichever you like, there you go. You see it's still a little bit shorter, but we'll pull him out in a sec. We'll bring in Earthrise again. Earthrise being our new Voyager size, where MP10V is just a little bit over the old Voyager size. So this is about midway between the old Voyager size and the new Voyager size. So he still fits in with the rest of the toys. And it's kind of like, Ultra Magnus, got a little tall, and so did this one for the Studio Series. I don't mind at all. It still fits on the shelf with everything else, so that's cool. Flip that back down. And one more comparison. We'll bring in our missing link, or I like to call my G1 MP, or MP-G1. And you see just 40 years right there. Yeah, this is great. I mean, I like it. The understated Autobot emblem, the face sculpt, the gray getting into the eyes. I mean, this just hits on every note. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer and the truck mode. One more thing before we go to the vehicle mode. I did forget to mention that he does come with his axe, but it's a little bit different than what past Optimi had done. You got to flip this up, flip them around, pack away all of his fingers, and he has a 5mm stump on there. Stick it in there, and it's a little bit more convincing than the past versions. I did like the way that the MPG-1 did it with the clamshell to cover the fist, but hiding the fist completely like this, I think, works a lot better in convincing you that he actually transformed his hand into an energy axe. So, anyway, let's look at the vehicle mode. And here we have Optimus in his truck mode with his trailer, and this looks much more proportional. I mean, because you look at what we got with Earthrise, and you kind of see not as proportional as this, and also, this fits within the confines of the new trailer. But it is really cool. We'll take a moment just take a look at the trailer itself. The trailer itself is just pretty cool. You can swing these out, stabilize. You also got, that stabilize, and these turn. So that's pretty neat. You really don't have to have that, but it's pretty cool. And everything in here, all the stuff stows in here. So we open this up, the typical base, or if you want to have the stand-up repair facility, whichever. But you can see how everything just stows away. Roller is kind of counterintuitive because he has to go in backwards because of the two slots here to these two tabs. But you can see everything has a place pretty securely. And he has his boosty blast effects, which stow underneath here. Let me take these out for a sec. And of course this roller comes off. This comes off. You can put this on roller, do all the stuff that you want to do with it. Get the mechanical arm out, get the radar dish out. I mean, this even opens like the old one did. You're going to have a hard time fitting anything in there, but it does open. It's an option. So that's really cool. Flip that around, back around there. And you can put the blast effects on here. Make roller mobile and lethal. Anyway, just put those back there for now. Pop that off, put back in. But yeah. Alright, now the boosty blast effects. It's pretty cool. There's actually some slots underneath Prime, and these only fit on one way. So put them there, and see if you can see that. How this kind of overlaps there, that keeps it from being used to either side. So we put those on, and you get the boosted Prime, and the trailer will still attach while you've done that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So you do the full 86 thing where the truck boosts up there. So that's really cool. It's really nice to get new blast effects just because I've been recycling the same blast effects forever. So getting new blast effects is actually really cool. All right, we talked about the trailer, and just as another size compare, we'll bring in the MPG1, and you can see the new trailer is a little bit longer, actually very similar in height. But yeah, I think definitely more proportional. Where the trailer was huge for G1 and the trailer was small for Earthrise, this one I think is about just the right proportionality of trailer size to truck. All right, so let's finally get around to talking about the truck. All right, this looks really good. I mean, the only hint that it's a robot is you kind of see the thighs there, but everything else is packed away really nicely. I mean, you got the boot there. There have been some misassembly issues here. I don't think mine has that, as far as I could tell. I think there was something misassembled in here that it didn't allow you to close it like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't have any problems with mine. So, here he is. Go ahead and bring in the current winner, the Earthrise. You see, a lot bigger. Of course, this is a lot bigger figure, but it just looks slick. Where, Earthrise had a lot of tails. This one does still have this kind of empty space there, but overall, you can see it's much better, a lot more like the cartoon. I'm just overall really good. All right, bring out our MPG1. Those look good together. You definitely get the sense of evolution here, from the original toy to the cartoon model. Just super great. And this does have the old problem of the stacks just flopping around. They actually fixed it on the MPG1. One step forward, one step back. And finally, bring in the MP10V, so you can kind of get a comparison of MP10 versus MP44. You see, not too bad. They give MP10 definitely more toward getting a realistic truck mode, even though the legs are pretty thick back there, where this is more the cartoon model. But yeah, pretty cool, I would say. And like some bigger, but alrighty. That's about it for the vehicle mode. Let's go ahead and make our final decision. So, is this our new IDW G1 Optimus Prime? Out of all these here, yes, this is definitely the epitome of G1. It was the G1 appearance in the IDW comics in the Fermination era. This is just pretty close to perfect. It's probably the last Optimus Prime I want to buy. I've still got another Optimus Prime review coming up, but in fairness, I bought that one before I bought this. So, this will be the last Optimus that I buy. So, and why not MP10V for people hanging on to that? There's still one major thing that all these have that MP10V doesn't have. And yeah, it's petty, but it's a point of articulation. All right, let's wrap this up. And that's it for today. Now, this is just the ultimate Optimus Prime for Chug. I can't see it getting any better. For me, I think we found our definitive Optimus Prime. Just how good this guy is. He is a bit longer on the transformation than Earthrise is. The pipes are a little fiddly, but you can get him into the jump pose from the movie, and he looks great doing it. So, it is just... it's going to be hard to replace. In fact, I probably won't replace him. And like I said earlier, this is probably the last Optimus Prime I want to buy. So, Thank you for joining us today on the AB Scout Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.